How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Hillside Gaming. Hope you guys are having a great day today. Well, guys, I have a new video for you. It's going to be, am I investing in the CSGO cases? If so, which ones and why? Well, let's talk about that a little bit. Let's just get right into it, actually. I have my own opinions, and I want to share those with you guys. I have certain cases that I may or may not be investing in right now, and I'm going to tell you why that I am investing in some and why I'm not investing in others. It does not mean that the ones I'm not investing in are not good cases to invest in. It just means I am choosing not to invest in those cases at this time, and I will give you reasons why, okay? But more importantly, the cases I am investing in, I will tell you about those, and I will give you kind of some insight on why I am choosing to invest in those cases at this moment. Alright, well, without any further ado, let's get right into the first case. The first case I am investing in right now is the CS20 case. Now look, I'm going to preface this with one more thing, okay? Let me ask you a question. Please listen to this. If I told you that I could spend $1 today and buy something for $1 and buy as many of somethings for $1 as I wanted to, or as I could afford to, and in 2 years from now that same item will be worth $5, okay? Is that a good deal? I think so, right? I think so. So, it's kind of like with Bitcoin. A lot of people are buying Bitcoin. They buy it, high prices. They buy it medium prices. They buy it low prices. And some of them even buy it high prices. But as long as you don't sell when you're losing money, then you're going to profit, right? You just hold on to it until it becomes profit. Is this the most sound investment advice when it comes to certain cases that are on the decreasing, price scale right now? That's up to you. That is your decision. Would it have been better to buy these cases whenever they were 3 cents? Yeah, absolutely. If you bought them at 3 cents, then you got a better deal. But in my way of thinking of things, there are certain cases I just want to flat out own some of, and I have not bought them yet. So I'm going to buy them at whatever prices I buy them at, and whenever they go up 5 or 10 times in value, then I'll be happy. And if that takes 1 year, 2 years, whatever it takes, I'm going to be happy with it. So that is my threshold for, this particular investment. It's not a large investment for me anyways, so it's not a big deal. I'm not taking a lot of my investment funds and putting it into this. I'm taking maybe 10%, okay, maybe even 5% of my investing funds. So that's a very small amount of my funds I am going to articulate to this certain investment. So I wanted to share all that with you before I get into it, okay? So, is it a good idea for you to buy or not to buy? That is your decision, not mine. So don't base your decisions off of my decisions for my own personal investments, okay? That's, we're all different, okay? Anyways, having said that, here we go. The CS20 case is one case I am putting my money into, and I'm going to buy 1,000 of these. I'm just going to load a storage crate full of them, and that'll be that. Some people buy 10,000, 100,000 cases of whatever, and that's great for them. For me, case investing has never been very, very big for me. I mean, I had 20, 30,000 cases at one point in time, and I sold quite a few of those off maybe 6 to 9 months ago. Now I only have probably 2, 3, 4,000 cases left, maybe 5,000 across some alts, but so that's not a very large amount of cases. Although the ones I have are ones I bought 3 and 4 years ago, 5 years ago even, so they are into the profit substantially. But I'm holding those for a rainy day. Whenever I need some rainy day funds, I'm going to cash out some of those cases. But until then, they're just going to sit and on my alt, and I'll be happy. Having said all of that, the CS20 case is a case that I like a lot because it is cheap. It's cheap right now. It has decent knives, okay? has a really super nice op skin, and it has a nice fall moss. Even though I don't use the fall moss a lot, I do use the op a lot. The op even stat track does have some, that is higher value, and even the fact new regular is also a higher value. Now, it has some decent skins. I mean, the rest of these skins are really cheap skins, though, okay? Like with most cases. In some cases, the skins are, even your cheaper skins are kind of higher value. This doesn't really have a lot of that. So, the bulk of the value of this case is really in your covert skins and your knives. But, having said that, I want to have 1,000 of these. Is it possible? Because, look, something has always stuck out to me, okay? I don't know. This is just me being me, and I have nothing to back this up. This is just absolute speculation or hopes or hopium, if you want to call it that, right? But, being this case was, a special case to begin with, being it was a commemoration of, all the years of CSGO, being that this case is the only case that is a shiny gold case, something just has always, bothered me. I've always thought to myself, at one point in time, maybe this case will be discontinued a little faster than others. It probably won't, okay? It probably won't. I'm already telling you right up front, it probably won't, but I just want to have some anyways, okay? And, look, I could have bought these when they were cheaper. I did not. Something told me at that point in time. Plus, I didn't have the investment funds. The recent hype in skins and stickers about a month ago, I made a substantial profit from some of my previous investments. I cashed it out, and now I have a nice amount of Steam Wallet funds on a couple of different accounts. And now I do have some more liquid funds that I can reinvest into something new, and that is more long term. And that's what I'm doing with these. So, had I had the funds to buy these at 3-4 cents a piece, that would have been much better. But I'm okay with it. I am okay with buying these at my buy order price I have set right now, which is not 8 cents, by the way. It is cheaper, but nevertheless, I do believe this case has extreme potential long term. The classic knives are nice, and the op wildflower is a super awesome skin. So yeah, that is my first case, and I really do believe that it's going to be a good case. Okay, the next case, of course, is our Shadow Web case. Absolutely, positively, one case that I love having. And I believe firmly in the increasing value of this case long term. Okay, short term, who knows? I mean, it could go down to $1.25 tomorrow. Of course, if it did, I'd buy more at $1.25. But nevertheless, I do believe this case does have great long term value. So having some of these is an absolute for me. Okay. It does have some really good skins. It has a really nice op skin, which if you get Stat Track Fact New, or whatever this one is, Stat Track, some of these are worth quite a bit of money, right? And so is the Mac 10 Stalker. This case does have a couple of other nice skins that are priced decently, okay? So, yeah, I feel pretty good about that. And, of course, it does have some special knives, the Shadow Web, knives, right? Now, having said all this, everyone was, buying these cases and, thinking, okay, well, Valve is not going to possibly bring out any more cases with these knives, and these knives are going to be bound to this case forever and only to this case forever. And, of course, the Fracture case came out and they have the same knives. So that's not the case anymore, okay? But what is the case is, this case is really, I won't say limited supply, but according to the other cases that Valve has dropped, except for like the Operation Hydra, well, the Hydra case, okay, which is like $5 or $6 right now, with the exception of that case, this case right here really is still a rare case, okay? So, once the new knives came out and the Fracture case, this case lost value, so. Of course, this case went up during the hype whenever everything went up. So, but yes, having some of these cases is super nice, and I believe it'll be a good long-term hold and it should go up substantially in value. It may take it a year to hit 350, but I think that maybe, hopefully in a year from now, this should be 350, $3, 350, somewhere in the area. Who knows, right? Who knows? That's just speculation, but that's my hopes. And you only have 56,000 of these right now listed on the Steam market. Now, of course, there's so many in inventories, but I could definitely see this case in the next year hitting 350. So that being the case, I mean, hey, that's double your money, right? Even after your taxes, right? So I think it's a good case. Therefore, I own some, and I think it's a good buy. Now, I did buy mine at 75 to 99-ish cents a piece. So I bought mine. I'm already in profit still, even at this decrease in value right now. But I'm going to hold those, of course, until they hit at least probably close to $3 a piece. At that point, I'll feel really good to turn some of them into profit. Okay, maybe 33% of them to be exact. The rest of them I'll hold longer term, even past that. But I'll recover my money, at that point that I invested, and I'll still have 2/3 of them left. The fracture case is not a case that I'm investing in right now, of course. I wanted to point this out only because this does have the same knives as our Shadow Web case. So the fracture case is not a case I am investing in right now. Nor, honestly, do I feel like it's going to be a great case to put money into long term. This is one of those cases where, buying some of these AK-47s later on might just be the only investment really from this case. Of course, you talking about trade up skins, of course. I mean, that we're not talking about those, okay? We're not talking about buying, low float or certain trade up skins, whenever the case, hits its kind of bottom, because every case hits its bottom, right? Every case at one point in time, there's enough supply out there to where the case is cheap, the skins are not new anymore, everyone's seen them, the prices of the skins have gone down, and right about then, it's kind of like the best time to buy trade up fodder, and things like that, right? So, kind of whenever things bottom out. But I can see myself at one point in time wanting to own one of these AKs, of course, and also maybe buying some of these, for a long-term investment. But that's a long time from now. That's a long time from now. That's not any time in the near future at all. We're looking, a year from now, maybe. That I might even start looking at that, right? But what I will be putting my money into, and what I already have put my money into, is the Danger Zone case. I love this case because of some of the skins. The knives are okay. I know a lot of people buy cases for the knives, okay, and I'm not an exception to that. Although sometimes I look at cases for other things as well, okay. This case does have interesting skins. It has the AK-47 Asimov. Look, anything Asimov always does good, especially if it's a covert, especially if if it's accompanied by something else that is a really nice covert. And this case has got two super nice coverts, and yeah, this case is going to do very, very well. Of course, you can see the prices of the stat track for variants of this skin's already doing well, and even over here on the op, they're doing well as well. So, and then the rest of the skins are kind of meh, but whatever, that's always the case. Sometimes you can get optimistic and hope for something in your classified, or maybe even you're restricted to be, maybe a higher value item, but that doesn't really apply to this case. But the knives, you have your Talon knives. They're super nice. They're also popular. This is not a bad knife neither. So there's a couple of nice knives in here, and some and two really super nice covert skins. So I really believe that this case will do well long term, and I do intend on having 1,000 of these as well. So yeah, now I've already bought, I don't know, 500 of them on this account, and I have some buy orders on my other account. I'm not sure if they've been filled yet, but I am going to place more buy orders before this video goes live on this case once again. So, but yeah, the Danger Zone case is a case that I can definitely see long-term having some great value because of the Asimov. I mean, once again, guys, you know, your Op Asimov, your M4 Asimov, and your AK Asimov, I mean, those guys, I mean, those are your primary three skins, right? Look, I know there's a P90 and a P250, but that's, you know, less used and less popular. But, you know, everyone wants a nice looking AK, everyone wants a nice looking Op, everyone wants a nice looking M4, and if you use the M4A4, then hey, you know, you have Asimov, you know, it's always nice to have a nice collection as well. So I do not have a complete Asimov collection. I used to, but I sold all of them off. But now I do have the entire Neo-Noir collection. So I have, you know, I have the USPS Neo-Noir, the Op, and the M4A4. So I do have a nice collection of those to use on my CT side. So pretty nice. You know, I love having little collections, and a lot of people like having collections. So, you know, the Asimov is a infamous skin. It's popular. Its popularity is kind of really untouched, and anything that has an Asimov pattern normally does very, very good, and is always popular no matter what, and no matter how long the time goes on. So yeah, so the Danger Zone case is definitely a case for those reasons why, and especially at this price. With buy orders 5 cents a piece right now, look, they were at 3 cents a piece. I know this. I'm not saying that they weren't already cheaper. If you bought them at 3 cents a piece, fantastic, good for you. But, you know, at 5 cents a piece right now with buy orders, they're a good deal, because, you know, if they hit even 10 cents, you know, in the next 6 months, okay, which is very, very possible, okay, then you've already made profit, okay. But, you know, whenever they hit, you know, 50 cents, then you're really in the profit, right? So paying 5 cents for something that might be 50 cents in maybe a year or two from now, I am totally okay with that. So if you didn't already buy it cheaper, once again. But here it is on the Steam market, and yeah, 5 cents a piece right now. You only have 157,000 at 5 cents. By the way, the prices of cases have been going down, so you know, you might be patient and, you know, get some of these cases a little bit cheaper. Okay, so you know, or you could place your buy orders on cheaper levels. Like right now, the 157,000 at 5 cents. These should go away sometime soon, but then you're going to have, you know, this number down here to deal with. Okay, so, you know, that's a pretty hard number to chip away at, and a long time before that you get your buy orders at 4 cents a piece. So are you willing, if you haven't already bought these cases, are you willing to wait until, you know, your buy orders get filled at 4 cents if the price of the case doesn't go back up again during the meantime, which could be months and months away before that you get your orders filled from here? Or do you want to go ahead and just place it at 5 cents and just go ahead and get some pretty soon? I would say maybe a week or two. You know, you might get your buy orders filled, and then you'll just have your supply, and then you can just walk on and do something else, right? I chose to buy mine and just to go ahead and have them, and that's what I did. So, you know, I'm happy with that, so I wanted to share it with you. Next, the Spectrum case. It's a fantastic case. I love this case, but the price is already kind of up there. It's 25 cents right now. If you bought some of these whenever they were really, really cheap, then kudos to you. I am not buying this case, nor do I currently intend on buying this case anywhere close to this price. I already bought some of these cases whenever they were under 10 cents a piece. I can't recall what they were. I think they were like 7 or 8 cents a piece, and I bought some then. So I do love this case. I do believe this case is going to do well. It does have one of my favorite skins in it, of course. I am biased. It does have some super amazing knives in here, especially your butterfly knives. So the reason this case, pardon me, the reason the Spectrum cases is very, very popular is because you can get the highly sought after butterfly knives, okay, out of here. And you can get some nice patterns as well, okay, the Spectrum knives. So, you know, let's look at these. Your marble fades, your Dopplers, your tiger tooth. I mean, there's a lot of really, really nice, you know, butterfly knives that you can get in here, okay? So really super nice patterns, okay? Especially like your Dopplers. I mean, you can get some really nice Dopplers in here. And then, of course, your marble fade, your tiger tooth, even any of these is a really, really good profit. So, yeah, you know, I love this case for that reason, but I'm not putting any money into it. I already have some, and I do not intend on buying more. But having said that, let's talk about the Spectrum 2 cases. Because guess what? The skins in this case aren't nearly as good. Because I do prefer this AK Bloodsport and the USPS Neo Noir. I do prefer these skins in the Spectrum case. Okay, but we can go ahead and get a nice looking AK, the Empress, and the See You Later is kind of useless as far as value goes. And the rest of the skins in this case are also kind of useless as far as value goes. So yeah, I mean, they're really, really cheap skins. Nothing is very, very high in value except for this AK-47, but you can still get the Spectrum knives. So yes, you can still get your really nice butterfly knives from this case. And guess what? This case on the Steam market right now is what? 6 cents a piece with buy order. So it is a good deal. I think this case does have great long-term potential for the butterfly knives and for maybe some of the skins, but really the butterfly knives, okay, and the knives. But you know, buying these cases at maybe we'll say 5 cents a piece, if you once again haven't already bought some at 3 cents a piece, whenever all the cases were dirt cheap, okay. This is one case I do think that owning some of would be a good idea. You know, maybe, I don't know, maybe 250 of these or 500 of these, you know, something like that, just to have them put back. And, you know, because once again, it does have butterfly knives, and there's not many cases that have butterfly knives. I will show you the main case here in a few minutes that actually has butterfly knives in it, and I will tell you my opinion on that case. But these two cases, the Spectrum case and the Spectrum 2 case, you can still get butterfly knives. And so yeah, I think that they're a great case to invest in for those reasons. So anyways, next, the clutch case. The clutch case is really right now, it's at a good price. It needs to be lower really, but you know, if you can buy order some of these for maybe 10 cents, 11 cents, 10 cents is just a good round number. If you haven't already bought some, you know, I keep saying that because I want you all to understand, I'm not saying that, you know, gee, you should go out and buy some at these prices now. But what I am saying is, you know, hopefully you bought them much cheaper. But, you know, having some of these cases, I think, is a good long-term investment and something that you should definitely hold on to. If you have them, I would not be selling them right now because they have great long-term potential. So for the investment purposes, you know, to make some good profits in the future, that's why I'm talking about these, right? So, and this case has got gloves in it. Now, it doesn't have all the gloves. Doesn't have like your Pandora's box and other things like the glove case does, but this has got some super nice gloves. It's also the only other case right now that does have gloves aside from your glove case, which is already kind of really up there in value. So this has got a really, really nice M4A4 and a couple of other nice skins as well, like your Cortex and a couple other nice skins. Even your classified skins have some nice skins as well. So yeah, so this case is a winner for me. If you haven't already bought some of these, you know, try to get some cheap buy orders in, you know, maybe for 10 cents a piece, and, you know, maybe, I don't know, order 250 of them or something. Just have some on stock, you know, even 100 of them if you can't afford that much. But because of this skin right here and these gloves, this case will eventually do very, very well. So I feel very, very good in suggesting this case. Once again, I think buy orders would be best. Really, you probably get some filled pretty soon at 11 cents. But, you know, 10 cents, you'll wait some time, but I think that you'll get them eventually. So, and once again, the prices of all cases have been going down. Slowly, but surely have been going down. Now, when will that stop? I don't know. You know, could they go down 2 or 3 cents more before they start going back up again? It is very, very possible. So, placing your buy orders at 10 cents, you know, whenever they're currently selling for 13 cents, but buy order is sitting at 12 cents, but you have a very low supply, you know, I think that is very, very obtainable. You know, but if you want to go ahead and get some pretty soon, buy them at 11 cents and maybe buy 100, 200, 250 of them and have some on hand, right? Good case, good long-term potential, a winner for me. The Prisma case is another case I wanted to talk about. It does have some decent knives in here. Has a really good M4 A4, the Emperor, and it has the Angry Mob 5.7, which is a decent skin. But this is the real dinger right here. This skin, even in Stat Track and regular, is doing very, very well. So it's only going to go up in value. It looks sick. It matches the Empress AK-47 and matches another skin as well. So this is just a great skin, and I really believe this is going to be a winner. So it has some good knives, has a couple of good skins, and right now the Prisma case has just recently been discontinued, I believe, from the drop pool. So now it's a good time to have some of these. And guess what, guys? They can be yours for the low price of only 4 cents a piece if you don't already have some that you bought maybe at 3 cents a piece, right? At 4 cents a piece, or even at 5 cents a piece, whatever that you prefer. I'm gonna guess by orders at 776,000 will take quite some time to actually get filled. But you know, hey, you know, whatever. Buying them at 5 cents still wouldn't hurt. If you think this case does have good long-term potential, you know, once again I say long-term, a couple of years, then this skin right here and some of these knives. The knives, look, you know, these knives are in a lot of cases, but point being, but these, you know, the skin, the case, the popularity, supply, demand, I do believe this case will eventually be a winner, and therefore I am going to have at least 500 of these. You know, well, I already have 500 of these, but I have 250 on this account, and I think 250 on another account. I may eventually, maybe buy 500 more. Look, I like to have at least 1,000 of everything that I want to invest in, but you know, time is money, you know, and money. You know, right now I have to be somewhat frugal, so I have to be really careful. So, you know, having 500 of these, I feel pretty good with that right now. Next, the Horizon case. The Horizon case has got a decent potential. It does have a really nice AK-47 Neon Rider in it. It does have a really nice Desert Eagle Co-Red. Both coverts are very popular. Both of these are decent prices, and they will only go up from here. But it does have some decent classified skins, right? So yeah, this is one of those cases that actually does have some decent classified skins, and it even has a couple of restricted skins that are decent, like your Op Paul with the rare pattern. And you know, so yeah, so this is a decent case. I mean, this case there's nothing fantastic in here, but there's some really nice skins. And of course, accompanied with that is just overall some decent knives. I'm not a big fan of this knife. I'm not a big fan of these, you know, this knife, this stiletto, the Talon knife. I am a decent fan of, and the Ursus knife. I like it too. So you know, there's a good chance of getting some profitable knives if you open the cases, so this case will go up in value. These two skins, both coverts, are really nice and does have some decent classifieds, so yes. And guess what? It is also, right now, really cheap, with a buy order of only 5 cents a piece. And there's only 77,000 listed at 5 cents, so if you get your buy order in here, you know, maybe get 500 of these and sit on them for a while, you know. I do believe that long term, the Horizon case, once again, a couple of years from now, once again, this is all provided that, you know, Valve doesn't do something to screw up us investors, and, you know, something bad doesn't happen, okay? But, you know, but taking all that into consideration, being optimistic, being hopeful, and hoping that things do not change in any way, shape, form, or fashion, I do believe the Horizon case will be a big winner. Now, let's talk about the Operation Breakout case. It does have the butterfly knives. This case is fantastic. The skins contained in it are okay, nothing really fabulous. I mean, I do love the Glock Water Elemental, but aside from that, we have your Asimov, which we've already talked about. Asimovs, they're always popular, right? And it does have a nice Cyrex in here, but nothing spectacular, except for all of these butterfly knives. So if you get a knife in this case, you're going to get a butterfly knife. So a really nice case. But at 95 cents, if you have not already bought some of these cheaper, I don't think this is a good investment right now. Okay, I just don't. If you don't already own some of these at much cheaper prices, this is probably not a good time to invest, and probably most likely it won't be a good time to invest in these. You can put your money elsewhere and be probably much happier with maybe your Spectrum 2 case, which you can buy right now, once again, with maybe a buy order of 5 cents, 6 cents a piece, and have a chance for a butterfly knife if someone wants to open it or whatever. That's their mentality, is I'll open the cases, and the cases will be popular because of the butterfly knives and yada. You know, all the nice skins in there are nice, but everyone wants the knives. The cases hold their value because of the knives, unless there's a very rare skin in there, of course. And you know, there are some cases that I've talked about and that I have shared with you, that I do believe the skins will help carry the case. those cases are like the CS20 case. These skins will carry this case, and the knives will definitely be a bonus. Same thing with our Shadow Web case. Same thing with our Danger Zone case. Same thing with our Spectrum case. Well, our Spectrum 2 case, of course, but our Spectrum case, Spectrum 2 case, decent, I guess. Decent on that one. The clutch case, absolutely, because of this M4, and then the gloves. This is just a win-win-win. The Prisma case, this M4 is just fantastic, and these knives are good enough. I mean, I really feel good about these cases that I've picked. Now, I didn't pick some of the other cases, guys, because at this time, I don't want to invest in those cases, and I could do a different video about those if you like. This has already become a long video, and I kind of want to cut it off, but, you know, Hydra, it's already too expensive for me. There's other cases in here that the prices are okay on, but I didn't touch on them because either the knives are just common knives, or the skins are just common skins. They're nothing really spectacular, or it's just, you know, there's just, I don't know, man. I mean, you know, look, there's certain cases out there that do hold merit, and I don't have time to talk about them all. You know, I just don't. You know, but, you know, like people ask all the time, what about the Bravo case? You know, there's so little of those. Look, it is a possibility. This is a great case to still invest in if you have a lot of extra money. But the thing is, you know, to see your profits, I don't know, man. You know, you're still talking a year or two, you know, and then how much, you know, I mean, $30 for one item. You know, what if it crashes? You know, I mean, I don't know. I'd rather have $30 invested into, you know, hundreds of items, right? So, I don't know, guys. I mean, you know, there's certain cases that you could put your money in for sure, that are more expensive, you know, if you don't already own some at least. You know, but I want to kind of focus my attention on cases that I believe that have good long-term value, good skins, and the cases are cheap, where I can buy hundreds or 1,000 or whatever of these cases, and then one time, you know, they will do what some of these other cases are doing right now, like your Chroma case, your Vanguard case, your Breakout case, your Huntsman case, you know, these cases, the Winter Offensive case. I mean, you know, I want some cases that will eventually be over $1, right? Which is really, really possible with some of these cases I have just talked about long term. But, you know, but my long term for me is 1 to 2 years for now, and we'll go from there. You know, and if I can recover, you know, my money back in maybe a year from now on all those cases I invested in, and then I can hold the rest of that as just pure profit and then sell them whenever they go for even more money, then that's kind of the way that I want to do it. So, hope that kind of clears things up for you. Hope that kind of, you know, helps you understand my mindset on things. But I really think that the hottest cases right now for the best bang for your buck, okay, the best value for your money, if you have not already invested, once again, in these cases, are some of the cases that I have mentioned in this video. So they have good skins, good knives or gloves, and they have good long-term value and great potential. So hope that helps you guys. I'm doing it regardless. You know, this is the things I'm investing in. As always, I like to share with you what I'm doing, not necessarily making recommendations for what you should do. I'm just telling you what I'm doing and trying to explain the reasons behind why I'm doing what I'm doing and why I think the way that I think. And I try to kind of explain that to you guys so that you guys see the reason behind it. Whether you agree with it or not, that's totally cool. I respect your opinion. I hope that you all have some of these cases, and I hope that you bought them for 3 cents a piece, and I hope you're holding hundreds of thousands of them each. But if not, and you're like me and you're thinking about trying to find something to get into, well, cases are going down right now in value. They have been for weeks now. They're going down, down, down in value. Where they stop, no one knows. But, you know, there's a kind of a sweet spot, and I think that we're kind of falling near the sweet spot on quite a few of these cases, and it might be a good indication for me, at least. It has been a good indication to buy some, and yeah, you know, maybe it is for you too. Who knows? All right, guys, look, I have a great video coming, a great mini-series coming really, really soon, and I'm super stoked to share it with you. It's going to take a lot of editing. More editing is going to be done on this next video that I put out than probably anything that I've done in a long time, but I really hope that you enjoy it. It has been done before, but not through my eyes and not with my enthusiasm, not with my love for this particular whatever it is. and I just can't wait to share it with you. I'm really super excited about it. I'm more excited about the next video coming up than I have been in a long time to share a video with you guys. So I can't wait to share it with you. I hope that you all stick around, subscribe, and like the videos. And I hope that you can't wait neither. It's gonna be a little bit, okay? It's gonna be a little bit, but it's coming. So it's already in the making, but it's just gonna take some time. But I'm really super excited about it. But guys, happy investing. Hope you have been in great health. Hope your family's doing well. Hope your investments are doing well. And yeah, I'll see you again real soon. You guys take care. See you. Peace.